Hey YouTube, Dan Otto here, coming at you with a viewer submitted battle from JK Styles 45 Pogo. He says he has a recently started YouTube channel, so I'll link his name in the description below, so go check those out if you would like. And these videos, the battles, I looked at the team and I was like, I really like this team. Galarian Stunfisk, Pelipper, and Sableye. And it's because two reasons here. One, it does cover your weaknesses, right? So like you're weak to fighting and water with Galarian Stunfisk. You've got your fighting covered with Sableye, and you got your water covered with Pelipper, essentially, right? But the backline also has sort of two safe swaps, and this gives you the flexibility to look at the lead. And this is where it comes, like, I don't know if the user did this, but this kind of comes with the experience is very quickly, like, look at the lead, quickly think about what your opponent may have in the back, so you can answer it with either or safe swap, right? Because if you have, like, let's for example, you run into a Metachamp in the front, right? It is likely that a Metachamp has a cover for Sableye to a certain extent. So I'm less likely to bring Sableye in that situation and more likely to bring Pelipper, which can also ask as a safe swap, right? So I like the strategy of double safe swap in the back with the flexibility to give you whatever. And G-Fisk is pretty good in the lead, just covers most things, quite honestly. Like you're weak to fighting and water and Swampers, but like outside of that, you can kind of hang with anything. So case in point, we have a Dark Pulse Umbreon. I kind of like running Dark Pulse 2 on Umbreon, quite honestly. But we have Dark Pulse Umbreon here. So we're just going straight for the Earthquake. I don't mind that at all either. I don't mind the shield either. But I think this is where staying in. And the thing is, like, your backline will, not that they cover each other's weaknesses, but there's always something that you will have, right? So you're primarily weak to, like, Charm with Sableye, and Pelipper can Wing Attack and Weather Ball, most Charmers. And then you're weak to, like, Electric, I guess. Rock and Sableye can, again, deal with that. Again, they're not the best answers, but you can, like, make a decision based on if you win lead or not. But it looks like we are going to go down here, but that's okay. We got one shield. So now, yeah, I think I was supposed to say, I think coming Pelipper here and just getting ahead on energy. Okay, get the move off. I was supposed to say, there's two ways to play that. Just take it out right now, or, okay, this is interesting. And that's interesting too. So, a couple things going on there. Oh, no, I think you just got to go foul play here. The only reason I say you should probably just go foul play there is because one return is unlikely to take out a Quagsire. So you're going to need to probably... maybe you can farm down, actually. Yeah, so you can farm down, so maybe it was the right play. I was going to say one won't take it out, so you probably need to throw a second move, but you are able to fully farm, and then Sableye is a beast. Especially with shield advantage, is a beast. This will definitely one-shot, because Surfetch is so glassy. I mean, you can take a Dark Pulse, it's neutral. It doesn't matter. Like, this game's over. I am surprised you came in to this matchup with the Sableye and you just Wing Attack down with the Pelipper earlier, but it worked out in the ending. Wigglytuff lead. Okay, great lead. They're going to have to bail. So they eventually bail into the fighter, and Pelipper's an answer. Again, you have two answers here to a certain extent. I'm guessing it's a fighting move. I don't know what the second move is. Dynamic Punch. Yeah, I don't know what the second move is either. So shields up a Dynamic Punch. Just going to spam these weather balls. They shield. I think you're severely outpaced here. Especially with the Wing Attack buff. Yeah, your opponent... So I'm thinking these, just based on these two battles here, I think this is probably in the lower ELO range. So this is why such a good... so I wonder what... yeah, actually, I do like the Pelipper coming in here. Because one, you know they're going to come back in here. So having Pelipper that can just spam these weather balls. Like, Pelipper's so good just to spam. Almost takes out... yeah, I was supposed to say you're going to register before they get the Charm out. The Wigglytuff's not even full health. 1453, and this is 1453 Altaria. Yeah, so this game is beyond over here. So I think it's in lower ELO battles. So, again, keep that in mind here, but I still think the team holds for the reasons that I said earlier. They kind of cover each other's weaknesses. Yeah, shield, doesn't really matter here. They're not even running Moonblast. No, is this just, are you gonna get canceled for what do they call it when you do that, when you just a foul play would win but you go for the return, you're gonna get canceled here. So another good lead, and your opponent's not even here. Well, 5 or 6, and good game, good game. Double flyer strategy, interesting, interesting. I don't think that's maybe the best strategy to go with, that lead. So another good lead. Your opponent's staying in. This, yeah, this they should get out of here immediately. This is, unless they're running like an ABA Charmer, and they can't. But this is interesting because like these charms are still doing. They got nerfed and you're resisting them. Yet they're still doing. I think they only have fairy type moves. Or psychic, yeah, fairy and psychic, which isn't going to do anything to you. You got to go for the full farm down there. I think you just got to be aware that they're not going to be able to throw anything at you. Now comes the water. See, I would have bailed already into a Pelipper, maybe. They could be running ABA. Yeah, this is why I come in Sableye too. I'm worried that they're running ABA, something like Charmer on the front, Blastoise Water in the middle, and then a Charmer in the back. Shield. So committing the 2 shields here. So if they have a Charmer, I think you're in huge trouble here. Gonna bank multiple moves. Oh, it's a Marowak. That is not what you want to see in the back if you were them, because now you got 2 foul plays banked. These weather balls are gonna spam. They got to get off at least 1 Shadow Bone, which probably won't even take out a Pelipper. Yeah, I think, and you're going to have at least a 2nd one here. And they're going to have to throw... How much energy? How much does the Blastoise have left? Probably not much, right? Yeah, Weather Balls come super fast with this wing attack buff. CMP lock. Okay, yeah, this game is beyond over. So these are clearly done in the lower ELO range. Some of these team comps and some of them how they play, obviously, could use some work. Ampharos lead. Like, Ampharos isn't going to have anything to throw at this either. Unless they just lunge you and just continue to lower your attack. Yeah, they can just do that. Again, they're still going to lose. So they probably should be able to, unless they're going to do it one more time here and then start taking rock slides, but it's still like a loss. There's still nowhere they can go here. Like, they got to get out. Swampert. So Swampert's interesting because I'm assuming Pelipper, you're just going to grab a shield, do chip damage, or... Yeah, so Pelipper's got such a good matchup with 2 shields too. Even with Sludge, it won't take it out. You can just take these Hydros. Although 1 Hydro probably does like 50, 40, 50... Yeah, okay, 40%. So you can live another one. That's the thing with Swampert. It's just so spammy, and these Hydros, even resisted, are going to do a ton of damage. Like, I noticed that in the Swampert Trevenant matchup, like, especially with my Shadow Swampert, just like getting 50% damage with Hydro Cannon is insane. Resisted. So get this off here. With an energy advantage, shield advantage. You can shield, you can just go Sableye. Unless they have like a fairy in the back. But I mean, you're still pretty full health here. So it will not matter. Let's just see what they have in the back. So Swampert, Ampharos, and Skarmory. Yeah, that's not a good team comp, because exactly, G-Fisk on the lead. What do? You can't go into Skarmory. You can't go into Swampert right away, because your opponent should have an answer. If you have you have Pelipper, your opponent should have an answer for Swampert if you're running a G-Fisk, or else that's just bad team building. So yeah. Anyways, I think that's it. Yeah, so thanks for the battles. Again, lower yellow range. Opponents' teams are kind of meh. I don't think it takes away from this team build. I think the team is smart. I'm just thinking off the top of my head, like, You should, yeah, you cover each other's like electric and rock there, fairy there, fighting there. Like there's your single weaknesses all around. So a water too. So you always have at least one coverage for everything. Pelipper is a bit glassy, but Galarian Stunfisk and Sableye are pretty bulky. So you can do okay with bulk there. Yeah, you got Galarian Stunfisk answer for Bastiodon. You got these answers in the back for Metachamp. Noctowl, you have the Sableye is kind of tougher with the Shadow Claw, but the other ones can spam and do all right there. Lantern's a bit tricky. I think you should do okay with the Mudshot Earthquake combo on Galarian Stunfisk, and then Sableye is your next answer, because Sableye has a decent matchup against Lantern anyways. So yeah, so like I'm just trying to think like the core meta of the Great League. I think for the most part this covers almost everything that you are going to see that is like top 20 meta. Anyways, that's it. Thanks for the submission. Be sure to hit that like button, please comment and subscribe if you're new to this channel, and I will see you guys in the next one.